Year 9. So today we are looking at how to find the total surface area of a prism or pyramid. Here we have a triangular prism, and we're going to be looking at some of the strategies we use in composite area to help us solve this problem. The first thing we need to do is identify how many shapes we have. Okay? When I look at this prism, I can see quite clearly that there is one triangle here, and the exact same triangle there. That is two triangles. These two triangles are joined by a rectangle on each side. So that is 3 rectangles and 2 triangles. Because the triangle is the same, I'm going to say triangle times 2. And then for each rectangle, I'm going to draw a separate shape, just in case they're not identical. Okay? If I knew they were identical, if it was a cube, for instance, then I can multiply them. Now, as with composite area, we need to know if we have the dimensions required to solve the area of these 5 shapes. So, for a triangle, the area is 0.5 times base times height. Now, we can see from the diagram that the height of the triangle is 6 centimeters. So h equals 6 centimeters. The base of the triangle is 4 centimeters. So base equals 4 centimeters. We're going to pick a rectangle at random. Okay, start anywhere you like. I'm going to start with this one. Now, remember, for a rectangle, we need the length and the width. So, area equals length times width. The length of this particular rectangle is going to be 12 centimeters. Okay? The width of the rectangle, you see here there's a hatch mark. That means that it is equal to this line here, which is 7 centimeters. So the width of this particular rectangle is 7 centimeters. I'm now going to look at this rectangle here. Okay, on the far side. You'll see that it also has the exact same length. So its length is also 12 centimeters. Its width is also 7 centimeters. Finally, we have the rectangle that forms up the base of the prism. Now, while this has a length of 12 centimeters, it has a width of 4 centimeters, so it is slightly different. So it still has a length of 12 centimeters, but it has a width of 4 centimeters. Now, finding the total surface area is simply a matter of solving for the area of each of these shapes and adding it all together. So I'm going to set up a single formula. Area equals, if I call this shape 1, shape 2, shape 3, okay, it's going to be 2 lots of my triangle, so 2 lots of 0.5 times base times height, plus length 1 times width 1, plus length 2 times width 2, plus length 3 times width 3. Okay? And it looks complicated to start. But if we follow it through by substituting in our values, it is very straightforward. That is 2 times 0.5 times our base, which is 4, times our height, which is 6. So times 4 times 6. Plus length 1 times width 1, 12 times 7. Plus length 2 times width 2, also 12 times 7. Plus length 3 times width 3, which is 12 times 4. From here, we simplify. 2 times, I'm going to keep my 0.5. 4 times 6 is 24, so 0.5 times 24. Plus 12 7. 7 12s are 84. Plus 12 times 7, which is 84 again. Plus 12 times 4, which is 48. Already it's starting to look a lot more simple. 2 times 0.5 times 24. So half of 24 is 12. And I'm going to start collecting the chunks on the outside. So you can put it into a calculator or you can do it in your head. 84 plus 84 is 168. 168 plus 48 because we have factored that in. In the next line, we've got 2 times 12 is 24. 168 plus 48 is 216. And our final solution is going to be 24 plus 216, which is 240. Remember, because we are dealing in area, alright, we're going to call it the total surface area. And we're going to use centimeters squared as our units. Alright, centimeters squared as our units. Now, sometimes it is easier to draw it as a net so we can see exactly what is identical. This rectangular prism, we have the net drawn, which is a skill that you should practice as much as you possibly can. And from this we can see that there are in fact identical shapes that will save us a lot of time. So this is 3 centimeters by 4 centimeters. This is also 3 centimeters by 4 centimeters. This is 5 centimeters by 4 centimeters. So this is also 5 centimeters by 4 centimeters. Finally, this is 3 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So this is also 3 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So we only need to find 3 kinds of rectangles, and then we're going to have 2 copies of each. So let's look at the 3 kinds of rectangles that we have. Now, remember that your area formula is length times width. So, we need the length and width of each of these rectangles. I'm going to start with our 5 by 3. This bottom one here, which is the same as the top one here. Okay, 5 by 3. So it means that our length is 5. And our width is 3. The next rectangle, we're going to pick a different rectangle. So I'm going to pick the 3 by 4 rectangle, which is the same as this one here. For the 3 by 4 rectangle, our length is 4 centimeters. And our width is 3 centimeters. Finally, our last rectangle, which is this rectangle here, is 4 centimeters high, okay, and 5 centimeters long. So it's going to have a length of 5 centimeters and a width of 4 centimeters. Remember, the length is always considered to be the longest side. Alright, now we simply have to write up our total surface area formula, which is going to be the length and width of each of these rectangles, and we have 2 of each. So what I'm going to do is 2 times our first rectangle length, so we'll call this number 1, number 2, number 3. So 2 times length 1 times width 1, plus 2 times length 2 times width 2, plus 2 times length 3 times width 3. Or we substitute that in. That is 2 times length 1 times width 1, 5 times 3. Plus 2 times length 2 by width 2, 4 times 3. Plus 2 times length 3 by width 3, 5 times 4. Equals 2 times 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 2 times 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2 times 5 times 4 is 20. We'll expand. 2 times 15 is 30. 2 times 12 is 24. And 2 times 20 is 40. When we add these together, 30 plus 40 is 70, plus 24 is 94 centimeters squared. Now, because of the length of this video, I will be doing prisms in a separate video, so please make sure you check the channel to see the next video.